Hello, and welcome back to the Pipecat'S channel. Today is the day that some of you may have been waiting for. I don't want to say that you all have been waiting for because some of you just may not give a crap. But today is my 200 sub giveaway video. Today I will announce to you my contest for my giveaway. And mostly this is to say thank you to the 200 odd people, I think it was like 208 today, who have subscribed to my channel. I cannot thank you enough for the attention. I cannot thank you enough for all the wonderful comments I've ever gotten, all the great feedback, and from some pretty important people out there who are very influential, not just in the YTPC, but just as leisure activity types. A lot of these guys are really heavy hitters. They've got, some of the people who have subscribed to me have many thousands of subs themselves, and I'm honored that they have subbed me back. So, that said, let me explain the ground rules. Of course, this is what most people are saying. It's got to get this out of the way. First of all, in order to win the prizes that I'm offering in my giveaway, you do need to be of legal age to procure and smoke or use otherwise tobacco products in the country, region, state, city, town, village, underwater dome city, foreign planet that you live on. You have to be of legal age to use tobacco products where you live. You also need to live in a place where I can send it to you. Okay? That being said, I'm sure there are very few places where I couldn't send it. But I thought about what rules, what game I wanted to play with you. You remember that? I thought about what game I wanted to play, and I had some really interesting ideas that I kicked around for weeks, honestly. But every time I played them through in my mind, I arrived at the conclusion that somebody's feelings are going to get hurt if I do this. Not because what I was doing was insulting, but I'll give you an example. I was going to ask you to, I was going to tell you first of all that your video can't win. And the reason why is you have to nominate someone else to win. And the hope would be then that since you can't win with your own video, enough other people would vote for you. So I would keep a running list of names who got nominated to win the prize. But then I ran into snags. I ran into several snags. For instance, first of all, they could be naming people we've never heard of. They could be naming sideline viewers of the YTPC that aren't really content creators and things like that. That's one thing. Hard to keep track of. Number two, if you nominate someone else and they're a friend of yours, but they don't nominate you back, that could get sticky. I don't know. Just too awkward. So I decided to keep it simple. What I've done is I've come up with 5 questions for you, of which I will ask that you answer at least 4. Okay? Of these 5 that I'm going to read to you, please choose 4, or you can answer all 5 if you like. Please try to keep your video reply under 5 minutes if possible. I understand if you go over a little bit, but as short as possible would be better, because I'm sure there are going to be plenty to go through. This is my first giveaway. I'm no pro at doing this, so. But here are the 5 questions in no particular order. The idea behind them is so that we can all get to know each other better. If we're going to be a YouTube pipe community, the big word here is community. I'd like you all to know something new about the people that you view the content of on a daily basis, and I want you to be able to say, oh, I never knew that about them. Hopefully you'll discover some interesting things about some very interesting people. Question number 1. Some of these are supposed to be fun. What was the most disastrous new experience that you ever encountered? What new thing did you ever try that was the most disastrous? What was it? What happened? And, what was the outcome? Just tell me a cute little story. Number 2. This is an easy one. What is your favorite movie quote? I want to know who said it and in what movie and why it's your favorite. I want to be able to be excited to go find this movie and look for that quote and see if it makes me laugh just as hard. Or cry, for that matter. Your favorite movie quote. Number 3. When someone new meets you for the first time, what do you think is the most surprising thing about yourself that they are going to discover? A lot of people seem pretty cool on the outside, and all of a sudden you hit this one thing about them, you're like, what? You know, whatever. I'm on the YTPC, and you know, I wear my hair in 2 ponytails, and I wear an eye patch, and I'm also a brain surgeon. You know, I want something surprising. What's the most surprising thing that a new acquaintance will discover about you? Okay. Next question. Question number 4. Not everyone is Catholic. Not everyone even has a religion, but there is the concept of Lent season, the season of Lent. That means for 40 days, you, if you're a practicing Catholic at least, need to give up something, a habit of yours that you do probably daily, that you enjoy a lot, but you agree to sacrifice for 40 days. I want to know what would be the hardest one that you would consider giving up if you knew that you were being monitored for it. If you knew that God was watching, or whatever, if you knew that your God was watching, or that at least that your people were watching, to see what you sacrificed and you needed it to be impactful, what is the single most important thing you think you might give up for 40 days? No cheating. You'd have to give it up for real. Okay? And this last question is my favorite question. I think this last question will reveal a lot about you to everyone who watches this. And I think you'll see what I mean. What is the single most selfless act, kindest and most selfless act that anyone has ever done for you? How did it make you feel? What was the significance of that act in your life? If you cannot think of one that happened to you, that someone did for you, tell me about one that you witnessed or heard about that really touched you. What was the most selfless thing that either someone did for you or you knew or saw someone do for someone else? How did it affect you? Those are my 5 questions. Choose 4 of them, please, or all 5 if you prefer. I will require that you make a video response. You should leave at least the title, but if possible the link of your video in the comments below this video. Or you can PM me with it if you like, the Pipecat channel. Once I've viewed your video, I will comment to it so that you know that I've seen it. And I'll keep a running list of the ones that I've seen. I'm going to let this contest run until my birthday, which is March 28th. I know it's a little ways off, but I want everybody to have a chance to do this. I'd like to see you try and have fun with it. It ain't that big a deal. But I know now the last question on your mind is, why isn't Pipecat smoking as he does this video? And I can fix that. So thanks for tuning in. What's that? Oh, that. Yeah, I got something. What's the gaw? Oh my gaw. Number 1. 4 ounces of something I'd like you to try. Grand Croupier Boneyard. I made a video about it. This is 4 ounces from the batch that I got that was phenomenal. I liked it so much I put it aside. This is from the batch that I set aside. I want you to try this. It's a strong English, but it's really nice. That's number 1. Number 2. For you lovers of aromatics that have great flavor to them, and believe me, I'm picky about aromatics. Everybody has a bag of Lane 1Q, okay? So it's not that, but it is Lane RLP6. If you've not tried it, it is wonderful. It tastes great, it's fulfilling, it's not too strong, and the room note and the bag note are just incredible. They're heavenly. 4 ounces of that for you. Sorry about the cut-in edit here, but my camera ran out of battery while I was talking. Off come the glasses. Where did I leave off? Oh yes, prize number 3. If you win my giveaway and you've never tried the following product, I will be doing you a favor that will last you the rest of your life. If you love English Balkan blends, you are going to thank me for Orango Balkan Supreme. This stuff is the best of the best as far as I'm concerned for Balkan blends. I've tried them all. I've tried the ones that everybody makes. Well, probably, I'll say realistically, I have probably tried maybe at least a third of all the Balkan blends that you can find at the normal, suppliers. And this one has become my absolute favorite Balkan blend. Now, that's the English Balkan. That's what I'm going to call that. Orango is an English type Balkan, because there are other Balkan type blends like plum pudding, like that have a different flavor. It's an English crossover, English with a lot of Balkan flavor to it. This is great. 4 ounces of that, okay? And so I hope you enjoy those if you win them. They're wonderful smokes, all, and huh? Well, yeah. You'll need something to smoke it in. Sure, why not? Why don't we start with check that bag. The bag probably weighs 4 pounds. How about a handcrafted in Italy Don Florian freehand estate pipe? This was the one I was looking for. Took me a while to find it, took me a while to get it. Look at that hunk of wood. Look at that acrylic. Look at the color. I fell in love with this. When I saw the ones he was making, I had to have one, and I needed to have one of a certain kind, and this was it. This, as you can see, is a narrow chambered pipe. It is an estate pipe, okay, but it has never been smoked. This pipe is like pristinely new. It doesn't have a nick on it. It was pre-owned. It is stamped number 3097. And let me point this out. This is a thick walled, heavy, I mean, this is a heavy pipe. Thick walled, it's not going to get hot on you. It is a narrow chamber, but dig it, man. Look how deep that is. I can get almost all of my stubby pinky in there. That's how deep that chamber is. That's going to hold a ton of tobacco. This is going to bring somebody some huge smoking pleasure. And I came this close to not wanting to give it away, but you know what? You guys deserve it. Those are my giveaways. In all seriousness, that is pretty much where it ends. You know the rules. You know the game. I'm going to ask that you post a video reply and leave either a link to it or at least the title of it in the comments of this video. And once I have viewed your video, I will comment to it so that you know that I have. And I will keep a running list of those who have provided me with a reply video. This contest is going to run, I just arbitrarily chose my birthday, which is March 28th. On March 28th, I will make a decision and let the winner know. I want to wish all of you luck. I'd love to hear your answers to those questions. I tried to come up with ones that would really help us get to know each other better. That is my goal. I think that in the YouTube pipe community, the word community is the key word. Okay? So, I mean, you know, pipes are how we found each other. You know, community is where it's at. Okay? So, I'll be watching for your responses, guys. Thank you again for viewing. Thank you for all your subs. Thank you for watching my stuff, commenting on it, all that stuff, all the great feedback I've gotten. I love you guys, and may the best video win. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend. Take care, guys.